in Surah Al-Anfal deals with the subject of alliances. He says that الذين كفروا بعضهم أولياء بعض. Kuffar are friends and allies of each other. That's what Allah says in the Quran. And our Prophet said, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, he said, Al-Kufru millatun wahida. But they all comprise one block, one community, the Kuffar. No matter where they are from, they constitute one community. And Allah says, إِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا, if you do not also build alliances to form one block, تَكُنْ فِتْنَةٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَفَسَادٌ كَبِيرٌ. So if there is to be an alliance in Akhir zaman, it is because of the Quran, not the Hadith. It is the Quran which is asking you to form alliances. And if you do not do it, says Allah, there will be great fasad in the world, great corruption in the world, fitnatun fil ard, and great trials in the world if you do not do it. So you have, if you want to be faithful to the Quran, you got to go out there and build alliances. With whom will you build an alliance? Answer: you will build an alliance with those who are closest in love and affection to you. And who are those who will be closest in love and affection to you? The Book of Allah replies. The Book of Allah does not tell lies. Washington tells lies, but the Book of Allah does not lie. And the Book of Allah says that in time to come you'll find a Christian people will be closest in love and affection for you. You don't believe me? Go and look in the Quran. If you cannot accept the Quran, that's not my problem. My duty is to teach what is in the Quran, whether you like it or whether you don't. So we say that we have to choose now between the two rooms. Which one is it? Who will be the ones with whom we should form an alliance in Akhir zaman? Because Allah says in the Quran, if you don't do it, there will be fitna in the world and great fasad. So the obligation for establishing an alliance with Rome comes from the Quran, not from the Hadith, from the Quran. We say it cannot be Rome of the West. Why? Because Allah has prohibited us from maintaining friendly ties and forming alliance with that part of the Christian world which itself is in friendship and alliance with the Jewish world. Because that is also in Surah Al-Ma'idah. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la tattakhidhul yahuda wan nasara awliya. Don't take such Jews and don't take such Christians as your friends and allies. Ba'duhum awliya'u ba'd, who themselves are friends and allies of each other. The Christian of the West, Rome of the West, has established an alliance with the Jews. It's a Judeo-Christian alliance. And it is that alliance which has brought the Jews back to the Holy Land. And Allah says in Surah Al-Anbiya that is Gog and Magog. وَحَرَامٌ عَلَى قَرْيَةٍ أَهْلَكْنَاهَا أَنَّهُمْ لَا يَرْجِعُونَ حَتَّى إِذَا فُتِحَتْ يَأْجُوجُ وَمَأْجُوجُ وَهُمْ مِنْ كُلِّ حَلَبٍ يَنْسِلُونَ. When Gog and Magog are released and they spread out in all directions with their indestructible power, you will see these people being brought back to that town from which they had been expelled and then banned from returning to the town. Which town? Jerusalem. So Rome of the West is Gog and Magog. Rome of the West is the biggest oppressor in the world today. Rome of the West is waging war not just on Islam, but waging war on Orthodox Christianity and waging war on the religious way of life, which includes Hinduism, includes Buddhism. That's what Rome of the West is doing. So can we be in alliance with them when Allah has prohibited it? So then which Christians would it be that Allah speaks about positively in the Quran and with whom we have a natural affinity? That when they are victorious we celebrate. Answer: it has to be Rome of the East. Do we have to make them friendly to us? Oh no. No, it's not dependent on how we behave with them. It is not dependent on how we behave with them. No. It is what Allah has declared will happen, whether you like it or whether you don't like it. That Christian world is going to become closest in friendship and alliance with us. Whether you like it or whether you don't, whether you approve of it or whether you don't, it is not dependent upon you. It's happening already. The Orthodox Christian world is now turning and becoming more friendly to Islam and showing more love and affection for Islam. I may not live to see, but my students will see it tomorrow. The love and the affection will become greater and greater despite the hatred and the enmity of my critics for them. Yes, it's going to happen.